Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today's video I'm going to be showing you what I carry in the diaper bag, or our diaper bag I guess, for a toddler and a newborn. For a toddler it seems easy, for a newborn it seems easy, but having to carry both of their things could be a little hectic. But my secret, my diaper bag for both of them is just a backpack. A diaper bag, but backpack style, not the one you have to carry on one shoulder. It makes everything so much easier, especially when you have to carry the car seat. You have to hold your toddler's hand. It's just easy to throw on your back and keep on going. So let's get into it. I had to restock on diapers and a couple of outfits, I guess. So I did empty out the bag beforehand. I just have a simple gray coat bag. I think it 35 bucks, but that's about it. I'm going to show you the space inside. There is a zipper, two little compartments here, a very big pocket, same thing here except no zipper pocket, also a big compartment, zipper here, two pockets here as well, two mesh pocket, and here usually goes a changing pad, but I'm always afraid it'll fall out, so I actually don't use this one at all. Here goes the milk, and this is the area for the wipes, and this actually came with the bag. So in this pocket I usually carry a couple of nursing pads, two headbands, black and white. You can't go wrong, doesn't matter what they're wearing. If their hair is, oops, trying to clean that off. If their hair is out of place, or the wind is blowing, or they're about to eat, you want to keep their hair out of their food, great to carry a couple of headbands, so I keep that in the same pocket. And depending on the type of weather, I keep a couple of pair of socks for my newborn, a pair of socks for my oldest. And then you're gonna notice the two pockets. I keep newborn on this side and then my toddler stuff on this side. It's just kind of the way it just works. So then I have 5 diapers minimum for both of them, because you never know where you're going or what's going to happen. My daughter, my oldest daughter, just turned 2, and she turned 2 at the beginning of the year, or yeah, January. And my little one is 7 months. So she's obviously still in diapers. And then my oldest tells me when she has to go pee, so we'll go on the potty. We try to do that as much as possible, and we don't go through that many diapers. So 5 is more than enough. If we're out, she'll probably just use 1 diaper change. The baby lasts pretty long, but you never know when it comes to a baby, so I always pack a little bit extra. And then I do pack 2 outfits each. You guys are going to see this right here. We'll get into that later, but I pack a onesie and a pair of pants, onesie or a shirt and a pair of pants. My oldest has, I think, 3 onesies at the moment, and also 2 pairs of pants. And then I always have a sweater in the car for my toddler, but I do carry a sweater for the baby and a vest. Never know what's going to happen with the weather. And like I said, the sweater for my oldest is in the car already, so I do carry a vest. And then I just keep a hat and a scarf, because the baby is usually covered in the car seat and my oldest isn't, so that just comes in handy when it's very heavy wind. And I'll show you guys where I pack that. Basically, if we just give it an overview, the baby's clothes would go on this side, toddler's clothes would go on this side, diapers for the toddler, diapers for the newborn, all the headbands and the nursing pads and socks would go in there. And then we move on to this pocket. Now in this pocket, I usually just keep baby foods in here. I'd keep 2 or 3 baby foods in here, and then snacks or a couple of pouches for my daughter. Sometimes when we can't get my daughter to eat something or we're in a rush, our toddler, she will eat these. She loves these. So that'll just be to hold her over. And I do carry a bag on this side of the bag for blowouts in case the baby has any. and a spoon for the baby. The changing pad. I keep the changing pad in this area of the backpack only because I don't want to carry it in the front where it could potentially fall out. I showed you guys the wipe container, which goes on the left side of the bag. In this front, let me show you real quick. In this front pocket is where I keep their creams, a hairbrush, a teether, and I just have a pacifier that takes the temperature. So I guess a thermometer, but I don't know. I usually just keep that in the front pocket. And then, well, that top pocket, because this would technically be the front pocket. In this compartment, obviously we know the milk is there and I don't have milk to show you guys. But in this compartment right here, and actually I just put the toddler's milk in there because I am breastfeeding the little one and I'm taking some frozen milk with me. I will use a separate lunch bag, but usually I'm just breastfeeding. So in this compartment again, I have this bag which just has a bunch of napkins in case we have to go somewhere that doesn't have toilet paper or out of toilet paper. I just rather be safe and have a couple of napkins on hand. I do carry Tylenol for the occasional headache or any pain that I may have, a flashlight, you never know. I carry a lipstick. I do carry a lipstick. This is a LA Colors lipstick, and to be honest, it sparkles a little, which I don't mind, but it's very moisturizing, so it doesn't dry out my lips in case I leave the house in a rush without lipstick or something. I have something to just tint my lips a little bit. And hand sanitizer. When you have babies, it's always great hand sanitizer for yourself and hand sanitizer for your toddler. And like I said, you never know what's gonna happen, so I just keep baby wash and shampoo. We have the big bottles for them here at the house, but we keep this one here in the backpack for when we go out, just in case of emergencies. They have a good soap that won't irritate their skin, and also the daily lotion as well. And I always keep tissues on hand just in case. So guys, I'm gonna pack the backpack up and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Alright guys, so I am done packing it up, and then these are, I guess, toys for the baby, but I usually just take one or two toys that she prefers, and although she loves these keys, so in case we forget any toys, I always kind of just put it in the bag, and she has that. My oldest doesn't really like toys when we go out because obviously we're going out to do stuff, so she does have a toy phone that we keep in the car and she plays with it in the car, but once we're out of the car she really doesn't care for it. So I will take like a tiny stuffed animal or something for the baby. That's usually what she likes. This is the bag all packed up. Here are all the nursing pads, like I said, the socks and the headbands, and then we can just close that up in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like. Let me see if I can get in here, you guys. There we go. All right, the 5 diapers each, and then this is just the vest on top, and I know it looks like it takes up a lot of space, but then all of the clothes are right there underneath, and then I just stand up the vest. It is pretty thick. And over here as well, I'm not gonna take this out, but right underneath, let's see guys, nope, can't see it, but right underneath, same thing, all of my toddler's clothes. I'm gonna close that one right up. Moving on, we've got 2 foods in here for baby and a spoon, 2 foods in here for my toddler. Those are basically her snacks. There's the changing pad, and right down here is the small little bag in case of any accidents. We have somewhere to put that. I'm gonna close this one up. Let's see, that's not working. One moment. Alrighty, got it. Next one is the temperature taking pacifier, the teether, the hairbrush, and both the creams. This one might just work, nice and short, simple. And here we've got my baby's toy, some napkins, I got Tylenol hand sanitizer, lipstick. Right underneath is the flashlight in that mesh pocket. We've got tissues and the soaps and lotion. And again, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one. Alrighty, all closed up. And then this one I leave empty. Sometimes we'll grab something, or if my daughter hands me something, we'll just put it in here. So it's just a spare pocket, I guess, for something that's not too important. And then here are the wipes that it came with. We just always make sure to refill before we leave the house. Refill wipes or restock the wipes and the diapers. And then if we've gone through any clothes, obviously you want to either put a new outfit in or just wash the one that you had used and gone through, and then just put it right back in the bag. And then obviously I'm not going to put anything in here because that's for my daughter's milk when we go out. And this little thing, nice and compact. It looks a little bulgy here because of the diapers, but other than that, nice little simple backpack, breathable mesh, and very, very, very easy to carry. So that was it, you guys. Look at that small little backpack, easy to haul around. So guys, my tip is just always be prepared. If you know your child and how much they potty or how much they drink water or eat, go prepared with diapers. Make sure you stock up on diapers and on wipes. I usually don't do this anymore. I used to keep a pack of wipes in the car, but now sometimes if we're in a rush and we can't restock this container that we have in the bag, I will throw a pack of wipes in the car and we'll just use that until we come home and are able to refill. But it's not something that happens most of the time. And I always take something warm. I always pack something warm for them just in case, depending on what month it is. It's better safe than sorry. And I also don't want my child getting a cold just from being exposed to cold air and all that wind. So this is what I pack in my bag. And let me know in the comments down below what you pack in your bag. If you have one baby, if you've got two babies, if you've got a toddler, if you've got even more kids than that, I'd love to know. So let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.